Oh, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Travis. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. My sign back there is getting real messed up. I don't know why. No one here touches it, but magically it's getting a crease for some reason. Good morning, Ryan. Let's see. Hmm. Sounds interesting. All right, I'm gonna have to try that out. I just had an epiphany. All right, how about that silver though? That silver crash. Good morning, Tris. Hello, hello. This week's been crazy, yeah. It's crazy times. But I told you guys that I was getting nervous about silver. And there you go. But I mean, we're not really like in the bearish territory yet. This could be just a brief correction. But it's a big correction, that's for sure. Morning, Drew. Anyone got where VIX is at right now? Mine's delayed. What do you need? The price? 17.81 right now. Looks like. Pretty sure mine's not delayed. I don't know. I never look at the VIX in real time. I just see like the general consensus, general vibe. It's 17.83 now. But the question is the market going to love the new Fed chair pick? I heard we're hitting some sort of a circuit breaker for silver, or no? I mean, we got one firm saying you should not trade silver today. I don't know what that's about. Mm-mm-mm. Nice trade yesterday, Travis. Yes. That was a good comeback. Looks like he bought like right at the bottom too. Yeah, everybody was trying to catch along yesterday. But it worked out, you know. Our market is open. Here we go. That move caught a lot of people off. I was down 700 in two accounts trying to long it. Yeah. But, you know, if you stayed in with the long, you know, then you eventually made it back. It's the ones that flip-flops, right? If you flip-flop, that's how you lose on both ends. But there will be times when I guess trying to long it might not work out all day, so all right, closing almost closing back inside already. Okay. Interesting candle. Maybe we're going down now. Oh, there was a CPI this morning? I didn't even know that. Or PPI. Morning, Juani. Looks like we're going up. Oop, sorry, guys. Yeah, unless we fall back down here, probably not gonna get a setup. Do I drink coffee? Yes. What if this is like just straight up whiskey that I'm sipping on all morning? What's up, E Mini Magic? Good morning. It's actually funny because trading, well, I'm not gonna say trading is the reason, but trading kind of made me quit drinking, if you can believe that. Drinking and trading feels more like gambling, but it would probably be fun. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I didn't even think about that. Right. But being into trading made me go to bed early, made me wake up early, stick to like a strict schedule. I feel like besides the money, I feel like um being a student of the market made me a healthy person, healthier person. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good for you, you know? I know, you can be a night owl, which means like this could be really hard for you, but for me, it made me a morning person. I haven't slept past like 8 o'clock in like 3 years ever. Even on the weekends, I try to wake up at the same time. So I think that's a benefit. I guess it's a little different for people on the East Coast, but it's like I have to wake up at least by 6, right? But that's like 9 for you guys. So E-mini contract was released in 97. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Nice little fun fact. You're a 1 year old. Man, to go back to 97, right? Not even 97, probably like 2000s, anytime in 2000s. I started trading it, but didn't have the magic, so I was bad at trading. Right. You can't have the magic in the beginning. But wow, what was it like trading back then? Was it like through with a phone or something with a broker? By 970. All right. I feel like today would be a good orb day, but I don't know if we have any orb traders here. It was great because before that I was losing at the big S&P at $500 per point. Oh wow, yeah. I could see that. You probably needed a lot more money, right? A lot more capital. It's crazy. But I mean, is like day trading even possible back then? I feel like you're doing more of a swing trading, right? Because it takes so long to get in a trade, and then it takes a while to sell the trade. It's not instant. And it was like what, dial-up modem at best. So it was just like now, as long as you trade it through Chicago and not New York. Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. Had a family friend who traded commodities on the floor in Chicago. Isn't that like some of the folks at topstep, like that's where they started? I know MP was like some pit trader in Chicago. You wouldn't scalp for 5 ticks back then. Yeah. But I do appreciate the fact that there's some history to, what we're trading, right? It's not some meme coin that popped up last week. We're coming back down here. Oh yeah, did you get tagged in at 70? Okay. Good luck, man. Do you feel any different about being in a trade because now you're on evals or no? It is struggling a bit here, but yeah, I don't know. It is struggling. It's literally a new world. It's hard to even describe. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, there's the push up. Nice. There you go. But can we push through though? We need a follow through with that push up here. Move my stop to break even, so no stress. Okay. I think you're good. I think you'll make it. Looks good to me. But as I said before, Travis, the goal as of right now isn't to pass as fast as possible, right? I do feel like it will be better for you in the long term for you to see some sort of a drawdown or some sort of a failure before you get to funded, right? Because like you could get lucky and pass this, but end up failing the funded, which puts you at square one, right? So yep, you hit it. Nice. Post that win, man. Post that win on Discord. All right, we're falling back down though. So that was a decent. Yeah, that was a good trade. Just did 2 contracts, but that feels good. Two contracts is a lot for me. So to me, that would be like, whoa, you're kind of over leveraging there, but you know, you do you. You gotta experience everything. Oh, micros, gotcha. Okay, never mind. All right, I might get a setup here. It's my turn, potentially. Do you guys want like different roles on Discord? Like you're funded or you're in evals or something like that? And I'm just gonna do it based on honor system, you know. I'm not really in the business to kind of verify everybody and be like, are you really in funded? You know, all that. But if you want different roles, let me know. Yeah, you almost got stopped out. 2 ticks. And we're coming back down right after hitting your TP, so good job, man. More proud of not moving the stop loss than the win. Yeah. You gotta have some conviction with your strategy. And you should kind of write down when you would move your stop, right? Because moving your stop loss based on your feelings or emotions at the time might not be the best thing, you know? What's the point to dollar conversion for ES mini and micros? Um, I know one tick is $12.50. So what is that times four? $50. So 50 for mini and then $5 for micros per point. Yeah, which makes sense because my trade is 5 points, right? So that's 250. So Travis, you went in at 70 and then you TP'd at 80, 10 points, so $50. I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, he did two contracts, so that's gonna be 100. $100. Yeah, I like your sizing, man. That's not bad at all. You know, it'll take you long enough that you will learn everything, but also you're not blowing up accounts either, right? So just don't be in a hurry, you know? You need the breathing room right now. Yeah. I'm glad you have Lucid because, no monthly billing. So you have all the time in the world, no pressure. I feel like that's a great feeling and good place to be in. All right, we're ranging here. Alright, falling back down. Looks like you got out just in time, Travis. Because we're going to go lower. But you caught the little bit of the pullback before going lower. Alright, 10 o'clock. Where is the bottom of this one? Some random candle. This one, I guess. So we tagged this high and then wick down. But if we end up going back up, then we're bullish for sure. Kind of a chill day today, guys, so far. This week was pretty crazy, so I'm not really surprised that the Friday is going to be this slow. I guess especially yesterday was like really crazy. Next week will be two big tech earnings all week. Okay. Yikes. I just don't understand people trading like 10 contracts. Like per account, right? Not like 10 total. All right, I guess we're bullish. I was watching dudes full port evals during the earnings last night. Yeah, that's what people do, man. They all lost. Just rinse and repeat, right? Losing evals is part of the game. You just have to make it in one. You just have to get funded 1 out of 10. 10 is wild, but I really do like trading too, so I can take partials. Yeah, I think that's a valid point. If you know what you're doing, one contract might be limiting because you can't take partials, yeah. Unless you do like 10 micros. It's just so risky, yeah. But you know, people live for that. Live for that gambling mindset. You're gonna buy at 77. Oh, you got tapped in right there or no? Looks like it just hit 77. In the book Trading Wizards, I read of a guy who traded 3,336 contracts for his hedge fund. I mean, if you're a big player, right? I'm sure it's fine. I don't know. But 3,000 sounds like a lot. I've heard like it's easy for you to trade like 100 lots on the floor. So, but we're talking about like high schoolers here, right? or like college kids going full port. It's a lot, yeah. It sounds a lot like a lot. It was wolf trading. They were just having fun. Yeah, that's a good movie. God, this person lost 9 Apex PA accounts in one day. Just because they couldn't stop revenge trading. That's wild. What was your TP, man? Gold -6. Yeah. Silver and gold are tanking right now. Oh, okay. So you do consistent TP as well, 10 points every time. Sounds good, Travis. Keep going, man. It's crazy. At some point, you just have to know when to tap out and throw in the towel. I think I mentioned this in my video, but I think people want some sort of a resolution. Either I make the money back or I blow up the account. You know, they don't want to stay in the middle, the funny business of in the middle, right? Because that doesn't feel great. They just want like results. Either I lose this account or I make the money back. And that's where you spiral. They just want answers right then and there, you know? Great point. I've been guilty of that myself. Yeah. I mean, we've all been there, you know. I feel like there were many times when I only had like, I don't know, $100 left on the eval. And instead of being like, okay, I'm going to follow the plan, right? You're like, okay, I just want to know if I lose this or not. So you just kind of gambled that last 100. You know, that stuff is very normal. And I feel like I kind of did that as well when I only had 190 left on my live. I was like, okay, I'm over this. I just want to be done, you know. I just want to move on and stop stressing about this little money left on my live account, so I just like gambled it, you know. We think this is going to reach back towards 7,000 today? Probably. I don't see why not. Yeah, we're pretty much there. At that point, you conceded that the account is blown with so little left. Been there. Yeah. But I think the feeling is adjacent to you losing your first trade and then seeing your account balance or seeing that negative number and being like, you know what? I just want to know. I just want answers. Am I going to make this back or am I just going to blow it? All right, if we go up from here, I might get a setup. Let's see what happens. Man, I'm like always so close to getting something, but it always, doesn't pan out. I love these comments. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, it is coming back up. That's good. Hey, hustler. Oh my god, what are we doing? Up, down, up, down. Boring day? Yeah. Pretty decent moves, though. These candles are pretty strong. So, if I do get my setup, it's going to be a quick one. All right, bathroom break real quick. Be right back. in short, 67. Man, I wanted to go up. Now it's coming down. $77 out. Are you saying you entered at 77? Short is 77, out 67. Nice. Nice little 10-point trade right there. uh, 10:30 now, so maybe this trade won't pan out. Like, what is this candle, yo? I mean, you could say 10 a.m. reversal, right? We are going for the lows now. Morning, Toyan. We are very close to the lows here. What a reversal that was. Silver still down 15%, gold down 6%. Mm-mm-mm. They filled two of my contracts 76 instead of 77. The third one 77. Okay. So, really? You got that big of a positive slippage? What you're using TradeAway, right? Or Ninja Trader? Sign me up. That must be a really crazy dump then. If you got slipped in your favor. Bam, bam, bam. Entry 70. Oh, okay. It's not that you got out at 66. You entered at 66. Okay. Or 76. Sorry. Yeah, I had that reversed. Wait, but you set the limit order at 77? Or was this market sell? I'm sure it was market sell, right? So nothing weird happened. It just everything happened like it was supposed to. Market, yeah. Okay. Then everything's normal. I thought you meant your target hit different levels. Okay. We're coming back up here. Didn't expect that. I had a small loss earlier trying to catch the break to the upside, but caught that long to put me in profit. Yeah, man. That was a very sudden pop. You were too late to pulling the trigger on that long. Yeah. I feel like if you weren't in that initial pump, then you probably missed it. Probably risky to go long right now. 66, 63. Allow us to go lower. Just stay in this range again. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really move much, right? Was this market open? Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much back at market open now, so we're like didn't really pick a direction yet. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, looks like we are moving up here. Could get it set up. Am I gonna be able to take a trade on the last day of this month? Here we go. Looking good so far. Gotta get my mind ready. Boom. Oh my god, don't fall back down. We got this. Alright, let's zoom in now. Let's zoom in. Hopefully we don't fall back down. But it's possible. Man, not looking good. Oh my god. These rejections, man. Tech green, VIX stable. I expect higher. I do want higher for now. All right, there we go. There's something. I just realized Tesla is up 5%. Crazy. Oh my god, what is this push up here? All of a sudden. We're 20 points above VWAP. Well, at this point, you know, I'm looking for a direction now. So I'm not really biased in any direction. Okay. Where we're at right now is probably going to be my entry level, whether we go short or long. But right now, I'm waiting for the price to give me the direction. I feel like this is the decision point right here, whether or not we're going to go higher or lower, you know? Because we swept this high. So now we could dump or we could keep going up. And then I'll enter here. And if we dump, I'll enter here again for a retest. But it might not even pan out. It might choose its direction and never come back down or do a pullback. And that's okay. I'd be okay with ending the month up what 1454. Yeah. Technically it's more like 2000 because if you $2,000 with my original 3 accounts, it's this Lucid Flex funded account weighing it down, but it's fine. I'm looking to see if 86 breaks. 86. It is going down so far. But I would need to, for me to go short, the price has to come down in this area. Right now it's like, for me it's consolidating. The price has to come down here and then I'll enter short here. Yeah, so far still ranging. Yeah, looks like it's a short. Maybe. If we keep coming down here. Mm-mm-mm. Drawing the Empire State Building. Yes, that is true. This is right here is a potential bounce point. I wanted to kind of break this level with strong push down for me to go short, but we could come back up from here. Mm-mm-mm. Um, So far, so good for a short. Yeah, short is looking good. If we can maintain. Hit your 78 target. Yeah, we are falling hard. We'll see if we come back up here. So my entry is gonna be 69.88 and 50 cents if I go short. So again, it's like way up here, right? 6.988.50 cents. So like halfway in between these two right here. So it's a long shot. Might not happen, but we'll see. But we would have to stay down here. We can't come up just yet. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, looks pretty good. Looks like we're holding this level. Okay, I'm going short 69.88 and 50 cents. It's like way up there, right? So might not happen. But this is where you get that crazy bullish move all of a sudden, and you get that fat green candle towards my entry. That's when it gets scary. You're going for 66. We're very close. Bailed. Yeah. Like I said, it might jump up real quick suddenly. I feel like that kind of happens like a few minutes before I enter. For some reason, price seems to jump back up when I enter a trade. All right, we're about to hit 11. Let's update the highs and lows. Pretty sure that is the low, yeah. You took a break. I'm in a trade. Well, I have an order set. I still have a lot of time on this order, like 45 minutes, so I'm just gonna wait, see if it pans out. If not, that's all right. We dump from there. Yeah. I'm like waiting for, cause like we're ranging all day anyway, right? So why not get a little bounce here again? Right? We got we got the range here, so we could turn around somewhere around here maybe. Tag my thing, give me a little pullback, hit my TP, and then if you want to keep going up, that's cool too. This market is shameless. We broke below, then pumped, then broke above, and then dumped. Same exact fake out. Yeah. Today is what you call search and destroy. Gonna wait another 45 minutes. If I don't get anything, I'm out of here. Yep. That sounds like a plan. I feel like silver is gonna go lower. And looks like it's not coming back up, so wait, there. What is this? Align stopwatch. What is this duck race thing? Hmm. All right, we got to pump up here. Is this gonna make a lower high, or are we gonna come up a little bit? Watching for a second entry long. Looks like it's not holding though. Looks Looks like it's coming back down. You don't like this PA? It is very lame right now. I wonder how many people got trapped with that bullish candle right there. Like a blind man in a maze. Yeah. I just feel like, trading without some sort of a strategy or a guide is so crazy. Like, I even get nervous trading with my own strategy. Imagine not having one. Sounds like not a fun time. That's gambling. Yeah. And just the reality of it is that not everyone's gonna make it, right? Not because they can't learn something, but because of their personality, right? You can't teach someone how to be patient, or you can't teach someone how to not gamble if they already have a addictive personality. uh doesn't feel that far off. I'm only about 20 points off of the entry, which it can happen. But I have about 30 minutes left on this order. TikTok is like broken or something. Alright, I guess we're going lower. This week might have probably this week might have been a good month or not good week if we didn't have that trade outage. But sometimes things are just out of your control. I don't trust going short after this range. I mean, it's too late now, right? Because we're at the bottom now. So I wonder what's going to happen. Are we going to sweep this low now and then go back up or what? Or are we finally going to pick a direction? But this is nasty stuff right here. Unless you're a range trader. Looks like we didn't sweep that low. Getting a little bounce. But we're going back down. Maybe. we swept the low finally. But what's happening now? If this retraces over that previous high, that's a huge move, expanding range. I don't know. It's about time we pick a direction, right? Maybe today is a bearish day. But if you look on the hourly, like even if we keep falling down, there's not a lot of room. Like we could bounce at any point here. If we sweep this low, or we could bounce off of this order block, or whatever you might call this. So but my order is still up here. We got about 20 minutes left. We're chilling. It's possible that I might get a new setup before I get filled. So watching for a reaction at 50 or just about there. Did we just pop up at 50? Almost. 50 and 50 cents. Missed by a tick. Had buy order in. Well, it looks like he might come down. I don't know. I have 17 minutes left on this order. Let's see if we get a decent bounce or if we're going to go back down. Still pretty far away. I'm now 30 points away, so that's pretty far. Got in at 58. First target 70. Bailed +4. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to keep dumping or come up here. Stop hunting people going long. I mean, it looks after that rejection red candle and we went back up. So I do feel like, at least in the short term, we were bullish. After you see this kind of candle and then the price goes up, that means we're going to keep going up here. I guess kind of similar to here. You get this rejection candle, but then we get a green candle after, so we keep going up. But as soon as I say that, I get it wrong. So don't listen to me. All right, there we go. Pushing higher. Just needed a little retest right there. Yikes. Might want to stay away, guys, because we're wicking all over the place. And I'm glad I don't have to enter anywhere near here. Still have my buy at 50. All right. Could be a good entry level. Guys, silver at 20%, almost 19 right now. Gold down 8%. So there's definitely blood in the markets right now. I'm surprised S&P and NQ is holding right now. Is Dixie going up? Kind of. Yeah, Dixie's going up, so dollar's getting a bounce here. Hi, Steve. You're back in 61.5. Long stop, break even. Gotta break 67. Looks good so far. I might get a new setup here potentially. If we fall back down, then I might have to jump on a new one. Come on, 70. Don't make me bail. We'll see if we get a bounce off of this fair value gap here. Bullish. But so far, looks pretty weak. Not getting the bounce. Yeah, wow. Bailed, yeah. That was a pretty big dump. +3. Not bad, not bad. Wow, are we really going back up? Crazy. If we get some kind of a news, I don't know what it could be. Like today would have been a good day for the Supreme Court ruling, you know? Cuz like my order's way up there, so I have a good chance. But Looks like that's what happened, but it could still come down, right? So you're good, hustler. Like it could still come down, you know? After that bounce, we would have to push up like right now. Could definitely come back down. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah. So, unless you see a strong buy print on your side, it could come back down. There you go. Wow. This chop. This chop is wild. Hey, kitty. It bounced though. What's up? What's up, Steve? Oh my god, we're coming up though. No, don't go on. Don't go that side. Come back. Turn around. There you go. Sit. Wow, we're coming back up. I have 2 minutes left on this order. Oh my gosh, it's pumping up. At this point, I hope I don't get filled, you know? Alright, looks like we're okay. I have 1 more minute left. I doubt we're gonna pump that much in 1 minute. Yeah, we're rejecting. Morning, Buffalo. There's your target, yeah. But I don't think you should have held through that, hustler. That's not your style, you know? Maybe you could have entered on the second time around. I think this trade is done, so I'm gonna cancel it. I can still get a setup here. You aren't gonna hold, rather take small profit. Yeah, especially if you made money already. I feel like it's not worth it. All right, potentially coming down here. Might get a new setup. Unless we go back up. Oh my god. Glad I didn't trade today. Worst org chart ever. Yeah. I did mention that potentially we could get an orb setup today, but that was like at market open, right? I didn't think it would consolidate like this. Quick three? Man, you scalping like crazy. Alright, looks like we are coming down. When my arrows fire, I gotta hit that buy or sell button. That's cool. It's cool that you have some sort of a thing that you can rely on to make the decision for you. Alright, we're coming down. This is good. But I don't want it to dump. That is not what I want. Alright, I am getting a setup here. I'm waiting for the direction now. Here, let me take a quick bathroom break before I have to deal with this. I'll be right back. You went short 58. Yeah, that pop was like crazy. Kind of cold. Moved your buy to 47. All right. Did you get filled? What is your actual name? I go by Red. RDT means red day trades. The order that I had, I canceled it. So I'm looking for a new setup right now. I'm waiting for the direction. So I did have a short up here, top of this range, but I canceled it because it took too long, and then now I'm looking for a new one. Waiting on the direction. So far it could be a long unless we come back down here. But even if we go long, my entry is gonna be like down here, and if we go short, my entry is gonna be up here. You know. Nike inspired page in the back. This thing just show up. I guess it is similar to Nike. Just do it. But I gotta be honest, I wasn't inspired by Nike. Maybe subconsciously, but at the time I wasn't really thinking of Nike. All right, coming back down here. Resistance at 47 is strong. I think that's where Travis wants to enter. All right, looks like we're dumping. So maybe a short here is in order. But at the same time, we could bounce from here too. I'm just watching. The key is to not bet on your life on these trades, right? You just take a trade like it's nothing. I'm just going through the motions. Yeah, a short looks good right now for me. $58 to $52. Very nice. That's what we're looking at right now. If I go short, my entry is gonna be 69.65 even. But we would have to kind of stay down here for a long time. I have an old and ineligible combine on Topstep X. For some reason, I can still trade with it. It is now a paper trading account. I don't know why it's still accessible. Any thoughts? I actually have one just like that too. I would see if you can pass with it, because this is a little secret, but there was a time when an account was ineligible, I think, and then I did pass with it. From what I remember, like, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I would still try to trade it and see what happens. Because you have nothing to lose as long as you copy trade it. Like, see if you can pass with it. It could be like a glitch in the system. We just hit 47. Tap me in, pray with me. All right. Good luck, man. Yeah, looks like it's a strong dump here. You do want to see some sort of a bounce pretty soon here. Oh my gosh. It is dumping quite hard right now. Stopped me out, only one micro, not sweating it. Yeah, not a big deal. And I would even say, I would even say you got stopped out because your analysis was wrong. You just got unlucky, right? The market is random. Oh, I forgot to go short here, guys. I'm going short 69.65. I'm always late to the party. Always late to the party. I guess I'll stick around and see if this trade pans out, but it doesn't look like it. Going without me again. Yeah, looks like sell prints are really heavy right now. No relief at all. God, we're already 30 points away from my entry, so maybe this won't pan out. Looking at 18. I mean, this sell-off is in more line with everything that's happening in the market. Wow, silver down 20%. Now gold is approaching 10% down. This is crazy. 20% down on silver, guys. $26 has a lot of resistance. I think ICT came out with a new model, Zircon. Demonstration only, silent, no audio. All right, coming up. Caught a little long there. Now only one more day to get a payout. I just need more balance. Nice. Are we talking about your core funded account from My Funded Futures? Yeah, core, okay. I would love a bounce here. Doesn't look like it wants to come up though. It says on my topstep XFA I have 17 profitable days. It's funny. So I've been good for a long time, but I've been just building the buffer, you know. Silver at 22% down. In topstep XFA, you still can't have a drawdown of 2K total, right? Yeah. It's a trailing end of day drawdown of $2,000. So once you make above 2,000 in profit, it's gonna stay at zero, so you can't fall below 50,000. So you're building a buffer for what? Just so after I take a payout, I have enough money in there, right? Because you don't want to take a payout and then have so little money left that you lose the account. But if it's 2K no matter what, I'm confused. I'm saying, well, let's say you have $2,000 in profit, right? You can take out 50% of that after you have your profitable days. So after you take $1,000 out of $52,000, you only have $1,000 left in your balance. $2K trails until you hit 52K and then just stays at 550K. Yes. I don't know if that's what he was asking, but yes, that's true too. I didn't know that. Then it's a static 50K no matter what. Right. Once you get to 52K, then it becomes static. But before then, it's a trailing. That's great, actually. Yeah, it is. That's why I want to get to 3,000. I always want to leave 3,000 in my account. And then anything above 3,000, I'm going to take payouts. So whenever I take payouts, I always have 3,000 left. And that's going to be my buffer. Yes, I currently have 4 days of $100 profit with a small balance, so no real point to take payout. Yeah, that would be risky. Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't as soon as you take your payout, don't you forgo your trailing drawdown? Like, let's say you made, like you said, $100 for 5 days, so you made $500 in profit. But as soon as you take the payout, your maximum loss limit goes up to 50K, not the whatever the previous one was. Because that's how it is for some firms. Yeah, if I'm at 50,500 and then take a $300 payout, my drawdown immediately goes up to 50 and 100. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So even more reason not to take the payout, right? Until you have at least 2K. Ideally a little bit more. I just hit 2K on my XFA, so I need 1,000 more, and then whatever's higher than that, I'll take payouts. But even then, I don't think I'll take payouts like $500 payouts. I'll probably wait until I hit 1,000 and then take those payouts. So my goal for this XFA is 4,000, I guess, before I take the first 1,000 as a payout. Because you don't want to waste your payout numbers either, because once you hit 5 payouts, they're gonna move you to live, right? So you also have to take into account how often you take the payouts, you know. But also try building a balance and lost the account, so it's a tough choice when you have 1K looking at you. Yeah, I get that. That's what happened to me in live, you know. I could have taken a really fat paycheck, but I decided to keep it in so I can over leverage, and I lost it all. So you have a point. So I have a scenario. If you do 5 days of 100 profit each day, then you lose 5 days, 100 a day straight. Then you don't trade for 2 weeks. Then you trade 1 day and make 4K. The next day, can you pull 2K? Yes. As long as you haven't used that 5 days of $100 profit in your payout, that lives on, right? That doesn't reset until you take the payout. So yes. That's why it's a shame that I have 17 days right now, right? That's 3 days of profits, potential payouts that I could take, but I'm just stacking those days, I guess, to build my buffer. All right, we're coming up. I have what, 18 minutes left? Yeah. Does Lucid do direct deposit payouts? um, I think so. I think they do ACH. Uh-oh, it's coming up, guys. I thought I was going to be good. I thought I was going to get no trades today, but what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh, it's coming up. Scary. All right, let's see what happens. All right, wants to come up higher. Oh gosh, here we go. I have about 15 minutes left on this order. Let's see if it comes. See if it comes up. I feel like it's going to. Yeah, right here is my TP pretty much. So we're entering my TP area. Okay. Rejecting right here at my TP area. So there's a case to be made where it could tag me in and then hit my TP because like this is gonna be a support area and then go higher. All right, looks like it is coming higher. Wow, I just got a 1099 form from Topstep. They want me to pay taxes. Enter two contract that move one to break even immediately. So if you get no drawdown, you print. If you do, you scale back into one. But if you get top ticked, then you lose. Maybe. But it's a matter of execution, right? Are you gonna be able to do that super fast when things are moving? All right, I think it is coming higher. Man, the longer we stay here, I feel like it might just go past me. Because this kind of a drop is what I wanted after tagging me in, but it already happened below me. Alright, things are getting rippy, guys. Took a 50 to 57. Nice. Alright, here we go. Very close to getting tagged here. Man, why is it rejecting below me? Alright, still bullish. I really don't have a lot of time in this order, so it needs to happen pretty fast here. I think it's still bullish. I think we're still coming up. There we go. Wow. I really don't like this right below my entry. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted after tagging me in. Wow. Oh my gosh. I might have missed it. Down 110 on one of the Lucid, flat on the other, up 150 on sim account. Very small day for me. Yeah. It's Friday, so, don't expect too much. But I feel like I missed my move there. Right? That was the short I was looking for. How far was I? I was like 1.5 points away. Okay, it wasn't that close. I got triple arrows to sell 63. Okay. Yeah. I wish it would have come up a little bit more there. Up 350 on my pro eval. Nice. I have 4 minutes left on this order. Yeah, it's bearish as hell, so I missed it. Missed the move. It's not gonna come up, right? It's not gonna come up in the next 4 minutes. 115 on Lucid now. Took a little short dump for the day. Okay, man. I'll see you next Monday, man. Good trading. Post it in your Discord, those arrows. Okay, so green, red, blue. Triple arrows. Thank you, Drew. We'll see if I get a trade. Doesn't look like it so far. Yeah, if I end up canceling this, I'll probably end the stream there. I feel like if the price comes up now, then it's like not a good sign. All right. Let's see. I have 2 minutes left. Gotta follow the plan. That would be one heck of a reversal, though, if we come up. You went short at 60. Alright, this is the last minute that I'm gonna keep this order alive, okay? So I probably won't even take the reverse if I end up getting filled. So the market has 1 minute to make this happen. dropped right before VWAP for that short. Yeah. You made 16 points on that move? Wow. Crazy. Good day for you, hustler. A lot of volume today. All right. I think it's over. Flat. 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 Those arrows, high probability. Yeah. All right, guys. Looks like I'm not taking another trade during the stream, so I'll end it here. Let's see if I end up taking any trades for the rest of the day. I will probably come out with the video today just going over my month. You know, gotta make those end of the month report card. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a good weekend. Goodbye, Buffalo. Thanks for stopping by. Everyone did good today as far as I know. All right, guys. Peace out.